Hello and welcome to the Earth Element. So today's class is going to be all about grounding. So we're going to feel really grounded to the earth and feeling strong through the body. So you'll notice that the class is going to be quite slow and controlled, but it's also going to be quite strong. And obviously we've got this beautiful tree in the background, so hopefully we can channel some of that elements within us. I hope you enjoy. So we're going to start in child's pose. I want you to take your knees to the width distance of the mat, bringing our hips down towards our heels and our arms out in front. And then we'll bring our forehead down towards the mat. I want you to close your eyes here. And just start to feel the ground and the earth underneath the body. Underneath the hands, the forearms maybe, the knees and the feet and the forehead, all pressing down towards the earth. Take a big inhale through the nose, filling the body with air. And then exhale, sigh the breath out, feeling yourself sinking further down towards the ground. And again, inhaling here and exhaling. Really just taking this time at the beginning of the class to settle in, focus on the now, focus on ourselves, and feeling the ground holding us underneath. Take one more inhale here and exhale. And then from here, we're going to stay nice and low towards the ground. We're going to lift our head, look between the hands. And almost like we're swimming forward, staying nice and low, we come all the way through onto our belly. So we're on our belly and our hands are just underneath our shoulders by our chest. And we squeeze our lower back to lift our chest. Just gentle pressure in the hands, cobra pose. And then exhale, we lower back down. We push through our hands and our knees, through tabletop, and then back to child's pose. From here, we tuck the back toes under, push through our hands, grounding our hands and our feet, lifting our hips up and back to downward dog for one breath, inhaling. And then exhale, we lower the knees back down, untuck the toes, sinking the hips down towards the heels, back to that child's pose. And again, we're going to move through this flow 2 more times, nice and slow, really feeling our hands and our feet and our knees grounding and pushing through the earth. As we inhale, look forward, swimming nice and low towards the earth. As we reach to our belly, we lift our chest up, cobra. Exhale, lowering back down, pushing through our hands and our knees, through tabletop. As soon as we reach back to child's pose, we tuck our toes. Push through our hands and our feet to lift the hips up and back to downward dog. Inhaling here. Exhale, lower the knees back down, nice and slowly, just slowly moving through the body as we reach back down to child's. One more time, inhaling, looking forwards, swimming through all the way to cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, lowering back down, pushing through the hands and the knees. Back to child's pose. Then we tuck the toes, push through the hands and the feet to downward dog. Inhaling together. Exhale, lower the knees down, untuck the toes. Child's pose. One more breath here. And exhaling. And then again, we're going to tuck the toes under, pushing through the hands and the feet to take ourselves up to our downward facing dog. Now from here, we're going to walk the feet out, grounding through the toes and through the heels as we switch, lifting one heel, grounding the other, and switching it out as we push one heel down and lifting the other. Inhaling as we switch, exhaling as we switch again. Nice. And then coming back to that neutral downward dog. We're going to inhale, shift forwards all the way to high plank position. We're going to stay here in high plank. I want you to have your hands underneath your shoulders and push through your hands to round your upper back, separating the shoulder blades, and then squeezing the core and tucking the tailbone under. Pushing through our hands, finding strength. Inhaling here. And we stay as we exhale. And again, inhaling. And exhaling, feeling strong through our body. One more inhale. And exhaling. And then from here, keeping our core nice and strong, we're going to nice and slowly lower down onto our forearms. You can take one forearm down and then the other, bringing our elbows just underneath our shoulders and our hands straight out in front. And again, squeezing the core, rounding the shoulder blades and tucking the tailbone under. Staying here, we inhale and exhale. Now we're feeling that strength through the shoulders and the core. Staying here. Exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. And then again, nice and controlled, we lift back up onto one hand, pushing through one hand and coming back up to high plank position. Inhaling here. Exhaling, taking the hips up and back, grounding the heels back down towards our downward facing dog. Taking one breath together, inhale. And exhale, try and refocus on that breath because we'll just go through that round one more time. Our next inhale, we shift forwards, high plank, strong through the core. Our shoulders over our wrists, rounding through the shoulder blades, squeezing the core, tucking the tailbone under. We inhale together. And exhale. Really feel like that strength coming all the way from our wrists, all the way up to our shoulders. Strong pillars with our arms, grounding into the earth. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then nice and controlled, coming down onto our forearms. Maybe we bring the other hand down first, if you want to switch it up. And again, those elbows underneath the shoulders. Rounding the upper back, squeezing the core. We inhale together. And exhale. Feeling strong, we inhale. And exhale. At any time you want to lower your knees, then you can do. Maybe we challenge ourselves to keep them lifted as we inhale together. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, pushing through our hands one more time to lift back up to high plank. Inhale. And then exhale, taking the hips back to that downward dog. Refocus on that breath. It's tricky to hold those poses. We're feeling strong. Again, we can start to walk the feet out, pedaling through those feet, really feeling the earth underneath us. And then keeping that motion going with the feet, we can slowly walk up towards the top of the mat. Nice and controlled, nice and slowly. You can bend your legs when you get there. And then we'll just hang over those thighs, releasing the lower back, releasing the neck, swaying side to side. Inhale, fill the body with air. Exhale, release. And then from here, looking down at our feet. This may feel a bit funny, but I want you to pick out your toes. So you pick them out and separate them so they really spread on the mat. So all 5 toes are really spread, including that little pinky toe. And again, you do with the other one. And that is just going to really separate and have all base of the foot grounding into the earth. And that will just help with balance. So from here, keeping our feet in those positions, we'll roll up to standing, nice and slowly. And then when we get to the top, we're going to roll our shoulders all the way up to our ears. Squeeze them together, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back, and then pulling them down
And the palms facing forwards, pelvis tucked, crown of the head reaching up. We're going to close our eyes here. This is mountain pose. So with our feet nice and spread on the mat, I want you to think about there's roots growing from the base of our feet all the way down into the earth. And then all the way up our legs, up our shins, up our thighs, all the way up our body, down our arms, and then coming out of our fingertips, reaching down towards the earth, and also all the way up through the crown of our head. So we're feeling like a tree with its roots grounding into the earth. Strong through the legs, strong through the arms. This should be the base of all poses, this mountain pose. From here, we'll gently open our eyes. We inhale, lift the arms up overhead, interlacing them above the head. You can release your index finger and your thumb. Keeping our feet nice and grounded through the earth like they are, we inhale, reach the fingers up, finding length. And then exhale, taking those fingers all the way over to the right-hand side. Try not to take the weight off that left foot, but they're evenly distributed. Reaching over towards the right, finding space in the side of our body. And then we inhale, come back up through center. Exhaling, we're taking it over towards the left-hand side. Again, keeping that evenly distributed between the feet, grounding through the right foot. Inhaling to stay. Exhale, reach a little bit more. Then we inhale, come back up through center, reaching up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then as we exhale, we squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, and gently taking the hands a little bit behind us into this back bend. And then inhale, we come back up through center. Exhale, bring the palms to the chest. We inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, we forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right leg back only. We drop the back knee down and we inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping back nice and strong through a high plank position. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift forwards onto those toes so the shoulders come past the wrists. We can lower the knees or keep them lifted as we chaturanga down halfway. And then flip onto the tops of our feet. Push the tops of our feet up, activate the legs, straighten the arms, lifting up, upward facing dog. And then exhale, taking the hips up and back, flipping back over the feet to downward facing dog. Then we inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands, dropping the back knee down. We inhale, lift the arms up, reaching up high. Exhale, plant the hands in front and a big step up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, squeeze the core as we pull ourselves down. Inhale, rolling up to standing, strong through the feet as we reach the arms all the way up overhead. And then exhale, we go straight back down for the other side. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the left leg back this time. Drop the back knee down, strong through the legs and that front foot as we reach the arms up. Exhale, planting the hands, framing the foot. We step back to high plank, strong through the core. Inhale together. Exhale, we shift forwards, lower down, chaturanga, lower the knees if you need to. All the way to cobra or straight to upward facing dog. Exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. We inhale, drop the back knee and we lift the arms up overhead. And then we exhale, plant the hands in front, big step up to the top of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, grounding through the feet as we reach all the way up overhead, come to standing. And exhale, Bring the palms to our chest. Round 2, we inhale, arms up. Exhale, we forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back. We drop the back knee down and we inhale, lift the arms up. Little different, exhale, we bring the palms to our chest. Then we inhale to create space. You can come back a little bit on the legs. And then twisting from the core, we twist over towards the left, bringing the right elbow to the outside or on top of that left knee. Then we push into the top hand. We push the top hand into the bottom hand, finding that twist a little bit more through the core. Feeling like there's a strong pillar from the bottom elbow all the way to the top elbow. And then we can stay here, or option to tuck the back toes and float the back knee. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. We inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead, high lunge, strong through the legs. And then exhale, we frame the front foot, stepping straight back, high plank position. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift forwards, chaturanga, lower down to cobra, or all the way to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then we inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. We drop the back knee down and we inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, planting the hands in front, big step up to the top of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we forward fold down. Inhale, rolling up to standing, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, we're going straight back down for the other side. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left leg back. We drop the back knee down and we inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms to the chest. Inhale to find space. Exhale, twisting from the core, bringing the left elbow to the outside of that right knee. And then pushing that top hand into the bottom hand, using that pressure to twist a little bit deeper from the core. Staying here or tuck the back toes, floating the back knee up. Feeling this strong pillar all the way from our bottom foot, all the way through the shin and the both forearms, through the elbows. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. Then we inhale strong through the legs as we lift up, high lunge. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping back, high plank position. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift forwards, lower down, chaturanga. Strong through the arms, then we inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Dropping the back knee down, we inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands in front, big step up to your forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, bring the palms to the chest. One more round. We inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, lifting the chest, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the right leg back. You can lower the back knee or we keep it lifted. And then we inhale straight to high lunge, strong through the legs. Exhale, bring the palms to the chest like we did before. We inhale, creating space. Exhale, twisting from the core and bringing that right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Again, feeling strong through those hands, through those forearms, pushing the top hand into the bottom, finding a bit more space between the belly and the thigh. Then we inhale, come back up, high lunge, strong through the legs. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping back through high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift forwards, chaturanga down halfway or less. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then we inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Keeping the back knee lifted if you like as we inhale, come up, high lunge. And then straight away, exhale, we plant the hands in front, big step up to the top of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, squeeze the core as we do. Inhale, rolling up to standing, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, we go straight back down for the other side. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left leg back. Keeping the back knee lifted if you like as we inhale, coming straight up, high lunge. Exhale, bring the palms to our chest, grounding through the earth. Inhale, finding space. Exhale, twisting from the core first and then bringing that left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Pushing through the top hand, finding a bit more space through the core, through the belly and the thigh. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. Then we inhale, using our feet to push through the earth as we lift the arms, high lunge. And then exhale, framing the front foot, stepping back, high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift forwards, chaturanga, strong through the core in the arms. Then we inhale to our back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Strong through the legs as we inhale, high lunge. Exhale, planting the hands in front, big step up to the top of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, bring the palms to our chest. Nice. And then from here, I'm just going to face you. I want you to look back down towards our feet. So again, you can just start to pick those toes out so you really spread and ground through those feet. You can even push your hands down into the earth, finding that grounding feeling through the feet and the toes and pushing with our hands. And then again, we're going to roll up to standing. Head comes up last. Coming through to Tadasana pose, we roll the shoulders up to our ears, down our back, palms facing forwards, pelvis tucked. Feeling those legs strong, the earth underneath our feet. Inhaling here. And exhaling. Gently opening the eyes. We're going to come through into tree pose. So we'll start with our right leg. So start to take the pressure into the left foot. We can gently come up onto the toes of the right leg. And then maybe we turn the knee out wide and we can just bring the sole of the foot to the inside of that leg. This is tree pose. We can bring our hands here and feeling that strong leg in that left leg, feeling the earth grounding through the foot. If we want to take it a little bit more, we can take a hold of the right foot, the right ankle, and bring a little bit higher in the inner thigh. If we really squeeze those thigh muscles of the left leg and grounding through the foot and pushing the right heel into the left inner thigh, we can keep that foot where it is. Focusing on something in front of us, bringing our hands to our chest, or maybe reaching through our fingers like roots, like branches, up towards the ceiling or the sky. Our tree pose. Feeling that strong roots through the foot, all the way up through our leg, up through our body, and out into our fingertips. Then gently bringing our hands back down to our chest. We can take a hold of the foot and release it back down. Nice. We'll just wiggle through the ankles and the feet before we move through to the other side. And then taking the weight into that right foot this time and turning the left knee out wide. And again, we can just start by placing the left foot on the inside of that right thigh, right calf. And again, if you want to take a little bit further, taking a hold of the left foot, bringing it a little bit higher. If we really engage the muscles in that right leg, that'll just help placing that foot and having something hard to place that foot against. And then again, we can bring our hands to our chest, or nice and slowly growing the hands above us like we're a growing tree. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale, feeling those roots growing down into the earth, strong through the leg all the way up to our fingertips. And then slowly bringing the palms back down towards our chest and releasing the foot back down. Again, we'll wiggle the feet back out. And we're coming back to the top of our mat. We inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, we forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, making our way back through Chaturanga. Strong through the arms and the core. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Nice long stance between the feet, then we drop the back heel down. Strong through the feet, we lift and open our arms up, warrior two. Now this is a really strong and empowering pose, so I want you to feel that strength in your legs, bending nice and deep into the front leg, straight through the back, and reaching those arms out wide, reaching through the fingertips. We inhale here, stay as we exhale. And then nice and slowly bending the front elbow and bringing that elbow to either on top or the inside of that front knee. And the top arm comes up and over, reaching the palm facing down, reaching the fingers front. Side angle pose, feeling the opening in that side body. Still feeling that grounding through the feet. And then we inhale, come back up, warrior two, strong through the legs. We straighten the front legs, and then we turn the feet to face the left-hand side. I'm going to face you. So now we should be facing the left-hand side, and we're going to turn our toes just slightly out and our heels slightly in. Then we're going to bend into our legs, bringing our hands to a prayer position. Goddess pose. This is again a very strong pose. Strong through the thighs, feeling that grounding feeling through our heels all the way up through our shins and through our legs. We can reach our arms up out wide, reaching through those fingertips again like branches. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. Inhaling. And exhaling, feeling strong through the legs, through the core, reaching the arms up. We inhale together. And exhale. Then we inhale, straighten the legs, and we're going to forward fold down towards the mat, turning the toes to face the front so they're parallel with one another. Feeling strong through the feet and reaching our arms behind us as we forward fold and deepen the forward fold. We'll just turn around. You can either stay here, or if headstand is in your practice and your head touches down towards the ground, you can come into headstand, either tripod headstand with our hands down, grounding through the earth, or you can bring our forearms down, interlacing the hands behind the head and using our forearms and our elbows pushing into the earth. Again, you can stay in forward fold if you want to. Another very strong pose. And then gently coming back down towards the earth. Planting the hands underneath our shoulders, we inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, walking the hands back towards the top of the mat and turning the toes to face the front. Turning the toes, we're going to heel toe the right foot out wide. You can lower the back knee if you want to, or we keep it lifted. staying in this lizard pose and drawing the right knee towards that right shoulder. We can start to lift the chest up, opening up through those hip flexors. If you want, you can walk the hands out in front, or maybe we bring the forearms down towards the earth. Staying here in this deep hip opener. And then slowly walking the hands back up underneath the shoulders, squeezing, lifting up the hips, stepping back to downward dog. Inhaling here in downward dog. Stay as we exhale. Moving through the other side, we inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. We drop the back heel so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. Strong through the legs as we sweep the arms up, opening up to that warrior two pose. That strong pose, strong through the legs, reaching into opposite directions and reaching the arms out wide from the body. We inhale here and exhale, settling in, really feeling the ground underneath the feet. Inhale and exhale. Then again, we'll bend that front elbow and bringing the elbow to the inside of that knee, and the top arm comes up and over, palm facing down, opening that side body. You can take the gaze up if you like. Again, feeling strong through the legs, opening up that chest. Inhale and exhale. Our next inhale, we sweep back up, warrior two. And then we straighten the front leg, turning the feet to face that right hand side, toes slightly out, heels slightly in. And then again, bending nice and deep into those legs, coming to our warrior pose. Coming to our goddess pose. Bringing our hands to our chest again. Strong through the legs, we can reach our arms up, growing through the fingertips like those branches. Inhaling here, exhale to stay. Again, we inhale and exhale. Inhaling strong through the legs and exhale. Then we inhale, straighten the legs, turning the toes to face the front, to that side of the mat, parallel with each other, and we forward fold down. You can either walk the hands underneath, or maybe we take a hold of the feet and pull, or the shins, and we pull with the hands, elbows out wide to deepen that forward fold. Again, you have that option if you didn't try it on the other side, or maybe you want to try it again, into that headstand. Wherever we are, feeling the earth underneath us. And if we're in headstand, we'll just slowly make our way back down. Hands underneath the shoulders, we inhale, halfway lift. And then as we exhale, we'll walk the hands back up towards the top of the mat, turning the toes. Toe heel the front foot towards the outside of the mat. And we squeeze the left knee and the left shoulder together into this lizard pose. Lifting the chest, opening up through those hip flexors. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. You can start to play around with walking the hands out in front. Maybe coming down onto our forearms. Inhaling. And stay as we exhale. And then inhale, walking the hands back up underneath the shoulders. We lift the hips up to step straight back to downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees down, coming back down to our child's pose. Finally coming nice and low towards the ground, bringing the forehead back down. Feeling ourselves connecting with that earth. Inhaling here. Settle in as we exhale. And then we'll slowly roll up. We come to that hero's pose, kneeling pose. And then coming through on to our butts in the middle of the mat. Just before we really start to chill out, we'll just do a little bit more work on our core. Coming through into boat pose. We're going to take a hold of the backs of the knees, lifting our shins so they're parallel with the mat, squeezing the knees and the ankles together, lifting our chest up. You can keep the hands where they are or reach them out in front. Again, strong through the core and strong through those fingertips. We're going to hold this for 5 long breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Lifting the chest. Inhale. Exhale 4. Last one. We inhale. Exhale 5. We're going to slowly roll down onto our backs, but keeping our feet and our shoulders still lifted into this low boat, this dish pose, squeezing through the core. We hold for 5 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale for 2. Inhale, squeezing. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Last one, we inhale. Exhale 5. Slowly release the body all the way down to the earth. Inhaling here. And exhale. Let it all go. We'll bring the knees into the chest. Give a little squeeze, a little rock side to side. And then just gently rocking up and down the back. Coming to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to face the front. We're going to inhale, lift our arms up overhead. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Bringing our left hand to the outside of that right knee. And the hand behind. We inhale, reaching up through our sit bones all the way to the crown of our head. And then exhale, twisting from the core. Then maybe we take that gaze over our back shoulder. Inhaling here. And exhale. Then we inhale, come all the way back up through center. And again, exhaling, twisting from the core first over towards the left. Right hand to the outside of that left knee. Left hand behind. We inhale, pushing through the hands, lengthen the spine up. Inhaling here, exhale, twisting from the core, all the way around, wringing out that spine. Our next inhale, we come back up through center. Exhale, bring the palms to our chest. And we're going to slowly come down onto our backs. And then planting the feet just behind the sit bones. The hip distance apart, feet are parallel. Coming through to our bridge pose. Again, pushing through our feet like they're grounding through the earth to lift our hips up. Strong through the heels. If you want, you can roll the shoulder blades underneath the body to puff the chest up a bit more. If you want to come through supported bridge where you bend at your elbows, and maybe you can place the butt of the hands underneath the hip bones. And that supports the bridge pose. And again, you can feel like the forearms are pillars or tree trunks holding your body up. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. If we're in supported bridge, slowly start to engage the muscles back in the legs to lift the hips up. You can release the hands back down. Inhale, come high up onto the toes. And exhale, rolling down the back. Tick-tock the knees side to side. Just twisting through the back. And then we're going to bring the right knee into our chest. Let the left leg go out long. Inhale, squeezing the knee into the chest. And then exhale, twisting over towards the left. Twisting through the spine. You can let the right arm, go out long. Maybe we take the gaze over towards that right hand. Feeling that hand pressing down into the earth to help encourage that twist a little bit more. Inhaling here and exhaling. Closing our eyes if they aren't already closed. Slowly rolling back up through center. Letting the right leg go out long. Bringing the left knee into the chest. Do a little squeeze in first, inhaling. And then exhale, taking that knee across the body over towards the right. Letting the left arm go out long, palm facing down. And again, using that hand pressing down into the earth to twist a little bit more. Closing your eyes if they aren't already closed. Just giving yourself this last little time here. Focusing on that breath. Our next inhale, coming back up through center. Bringing both knees into our chest for one last little squeeze. And then exhaling, coming to our final resting pose. Letting the feet fall out wide. Palms facing up, down by our side. The back of the head pushing into the earth. Releasing all the muscles in the body in the Shavasana, corpse pose. While we're lying here, I want you to feel like the earth is holding you. If it wasn't there, then you'd just fall deeper and deeper into the core of the world. You can feel the pressure of the back of the head, the hands, the elbows, the glutes, the shoulders, heels, all pressing down into the earth. Your body feeling heavy. If you have a little bit longer and you want to stay in Shavasana, then please do. If you're ready to come out, just start to bring awareness back to the breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking up the body, really small movements. And then in your own time, rolling over onto your right hand side, bringing your knees into your chest. And then in your own time, coming to a comfortable seated position. And bring our palms to our chest, closing our eyes. Inhaling here. Sigh the breath out. Thank you so much for doing this earth practice with me. Namaste.